Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to make tapped holes in Fusion 360 um, quickly and easily. Um, it comes in handy in a lot of 3D printing projects where you have screws that you need to create joints or connections. So I'm going to first start off by just making a simple object to show you exactly how. But you can follow along with whatever you need to make holes for. Um, make a simple rectangle. So first you want to start off by creating points, which is kind of defining where you want the holes to be. So create a sketch on the face you want, and then click on the point tool. I'm going to just be making random points, but of course follow along as needed. And I'm actually going to just mirror this. I find mirroring the, like, if you have multiple holes you need to create, mirroring the points is just simple and easy. Uh, Make that a construction line. Okay. Actually make these construction lines. It's good practice. So once I have that, click on the mirror tool, and then I click on the line that I want to duplicate. Oh, whoops. Click on the mirror line. Okay. And I want to mirror it one more time to get holes or points on the other side. Okay, so now I have 4 points. I'm using as an example. And on these 4 points, I want to create holes. So finish sketch. And now I want to use the hole tool up here in the create section. And for this video, I'm going to be using M3 screws as a reference. But again, if you have screws or different types of screws that you need, just follow along based on the specifications that you need. So usually what I do is simple. There is counterbore holes. But first, let's select the points, actually. That's a good idea. So click on the points that you wanted to make your holes on. And now we can go to the hole type. So there's simple, counterbore, and countersink, depending on what type of screw you need. Choose the one that fits yours. But for me, M3 screws, I have flat, and they're flat heads too. So I could use counterbore. It's a good example, so why not? Let's go with it. So once I click on the hole type, you can see a lot of different parameters change down here, and it's pretty self-explanatory. But these, like this setting right here, will basically the length of the head that will be in the counterbore. You have the diameter of the outer head, and then you have the complete length of the hole, the screw, and the diameter of that. So uh, don't let this scare you off. A lot of these parameters don't need to be changed, other than your specific a head type. So if you have a specific one, feel free to change those. But usually they should be universal. Um, the next one is the hole tap type, which is important. Simple just means this is straight, clean cut through. You can kind of see the threaded lines disappear there. But once I click on tapped, the threaded lines come back, and that's pretty important, especially, again, if you're trying to 3D print this and have it come out threaded. The next one is the thread offset. That doesn't really need to be changed for me, but again, if you need to, feel free. The last one is a drill point, which there is an angle and then there's a flathead. So my drill type, or my screws, are flat, but if you have the pointed ones, then choose that. The next thing I change whenever I want to make these holes is first off, the thread type profile. I use isometric. But the size is the biggest thing. So for example, I'm using M3 screws. So I always go 0.5 millimeters above. I never do the 3 millimeters because that print never worked for me. And I don't know if this is for each and every printer. But I would suggest testing different types of sizes out, printing like a sample, and then testing out which screw fits in which hole. But for me, usually I like to just do 3.5. It always works perfectly every time, and I've made hundreds of holes in my 3D prints by now. And so that's a big thing that I change. And then I always make sure to have the modeled box clicked, because if you don't, then it actually won't be modeled in your STL file. And so I've actually made a huge mistake sometimes of printing out like a big print that takes hours, and then come to find out that the holes didn't have any threads in them, so I essentially had to just completely reprint. So yeah, always make sure that this is checked and clicked. And you can also always tell the difference between what isn't modeled. Like it looks very grayish, very smooth, and then the model one looks more part of the design. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. You really only have to change a couple of things based on your specific screw. Again, I'm using an M3 screws, and you can always change the length by using these arrows. And again, change the actual variable if you have that here as well. But yeah, that's about it. So now you can see we have 4 evenly distributed tapped holes that we can 3D print. So yeah, thanks for watching.